Imagine one day that you have found that your mom is in the hospital critical care unit and is in need of a massive blood transfusion. She is losing blood fast, and the doctors aren't sure why, but they do know that the only way to keep her alive is to replace it with blood that was donated. According to Dr. McCullough in the article, 4 Benefits of Donating Blood, published July 28, 2014, from Mercola.com, someone in the U.S. needs blood every 2 seconds. And Dr. McCullough continues, more than 41,000 blood donations are needed each day. And because blood cannot be manufactured, the only way to supply this need is via generous blood donors. According to my audience analysis, 1 out of 12 participants who responded to my questions did not know the benefits of blood donation, yet, however, knew where to go to donate blood. But most of you would be willing to donate if you knew the benefits that would come of it. Today I am going to try and persuade you to see the benefits of donating blood, not only for others, but for yourself as well. Where and who all in the community your blood donation reaches, and where in the community you can walk in or make an appointment to do 1 or multiple donations of your blood. When I say the word donating your blood not only helps others, it helps yourself as well. You're probably thinking, well, how can it help me as the donor? Well, according to the American Red Cross, 1 unit of donated blood can save up to 3 lives, and it can help you live a longer life due to donating. How can that be, you ask? Not only does ridding your body of excess iron help maintain your iron levels and helps your blood flow, better resulting in fewer blood blockages leading to stroke, heart attack, and many other illnesses, it is good for your mind and caring heart. Observed by Rachel Spalin in the article 4 Unexpected Benefits of Donating Blood, published on June 13th of 2014 on health.com, a study in health psychology found that people who volunteered for altruistic reasons had a significantly reduced risk of mortality 4 years later than those who volunteered for themselves alone. In the same article, Dr. Philip DeChristopher, MD, PhD, and director of the Loyola University Health System Blood Bank states, in the American Journal of Epidemiology, blood donors are 88% less likely to suffer a heart attack. Dr. DeChristopher also mentions that blood donors seem to not be hospitalized so often, and if they are, they have shorter lengths of stay, and they're less likely to get heart attacks, strokes, and cancers. Not to mention, when you go in for a donation, you are required to participate in a mandatory mini physical. According to blooddonor.org, when donors give blood, they receive a cholesterol test and mini physical that can catch certain illnesses in the early stages, usually with a little tube of blood like this. Florida's blood centers tests blood from donors, numerous diseases including HIV 1 and 2, West Nile virus, syphilis, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, T. cruzi, or changes as well as the human T lymphotrophic virus 1 and 2. Doesn't that sound like a good idea? You not only get to literally save lives, but you also get to improve your own overall well-being at the same time. So who all in the community will you really be helping? Is it the guy across town? Maybe you're helping the lady in the next state over. As stated on the redcrossblood.org, the blood will be delivered to a Red Cross blood component laboratory where it is processed into several components: red blood cells, plasma, platelets, and or other things. It also depends on the blood type that you have and whether or not it is a rare type of blood. I work at the lab at Sacred Heart Hospital, and they have had special cases on numerous separate occasions that require emergency transportation of blood from an airplane or a taxi from over the state lines because of the patient having a rare or special blood type. The extent that the blood banker has to go through in order to properly type and cross-match someone who is in need of a transfusion, especially when someone who has antibodies and requires special blood, requires a lot of care, commitment, competence, and especially with dealing with such rare sample that is coming from a facility near and far, far away. So now that I have you amped up and ready to take on the world 1 blood donation at a time, it would be helpful to know where and when to go. You start by checking to see where your local American Red Cross office is by going to their website, www.redcrossblood.org, and finding the current and closest blood donation spot by entering your zip code in the space provided. After finding the spot that is most convenient to you, you are probably ready to get going and donate your blood and save lives. But how often can you do it? When you donate blood, you are donating your whole blood. which includes plasma, which takes roughly 24 hours to replenish, and red blood cells, which take roughly 4 to 6 weeks to replenish, resulting in the final 8-week required breakdown between blood donations, which are tracked and regulated by the American Red Cross using a donor card that it gets sent to you in the mail after your first donation. Let's review all this information we just talked about. We now know that the positive, empowering benefits why people who donate. It has many benefits for you as well as the person receiving the blood. We have an idea of who in our community our donated blood reaches, and we also covered the best way to find a donation spot closest and most convenient to you. Who's ready to make their first or next appointment? In conclusion, there are far more benefits to donating blood than just having it be a feel-good thing. You are not only saving lives, but you're also improving your own as well as your overall well-being. If you are already an avid blood donor, there are many people who have survived because of you, my mother being one of them. My mom was in fact a patient in the intensive care unit in December of 2014 and survived only by receiving 15 units of blood by people who selflessly donated. So if you were ever curious to know or meet someone whose life you may have improved significantly just by donating your blood, hello. My name is Rebecca Herman and you saved my mom's life. And I hope that mine and my mom's story will keep you and empower you to continue and help persuade others to change and improve the world, one blood donation at a time. And that's something to drink to. Thank you.